live in LA. Happy to be back here with you. Okay, this episode we have an international best-selling author. She's written 13 books, that's right. And also, she's got a brand new book, so we are featuring that. And did you know that her books have been translated into 7 different languages? So it's all over. You can find it on where you guys buy your books. Yay! And I've got a did you know historical fact all about Geraldine Solon's great great grandfather. Yay! So that and much, much more right here on Vilma Live in LA. So Geraldine Solon back right here on Vilma Live in LA. Hi.
Hi, Vilma. I'm so delighted to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes,
Pleasure.
yes. You know, I was just so excited when I saw your post on social media that you released a brand new book or published a brand.
Yeah,
My goodness,
thank
congratulations.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This
So
book.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So for our new viewers out there that are not so familiar with your work yet, but they will, tell us about, your new book, and then we'll, do our flashback into how you started writing.
Sure, sure. So my latest novel is called Shadows of Darkness.
Yeah.
It's basically a psychological thriller. And I really went out of my comfort zone to write this novel because it involves like a clinical trial, specifically using virtual reality for
Yeah.
death row prisoners. And the doctor, the way he made it seem is like the characters were addressed by their zodiac signs. So that way they could leave their identity behind and start anew. And it was just through this virtual reality rehabilitation program that wherein she tried to be able to give them remorse and empathy for all the crimes that they've done. So basically they're like confronting their crimes again through virtual reality and trying to see the impact of what happens. But then since they're death row prisoners, of course the stakes are high and every chapter gets darker and darker. I don't want to give too much away, but basically it's that, and it's like shows also how they could find their own redemption and healing.
Okay, so how did you come up with that concept? Of course, you also had to do some research because it is, clinical, scientific. And then how long did it take you, to finish?
Finish it. So I really wanted to write like a medical psychological thriller.
Mhm.
I worked in Stanford Hospital and Stanford University for a total of 14 years. So there was a time that I was assigned to handle the clinical trials. So it kind of that spark grew in me, but I wanted it to be like more cutting edge. So the virtual reality was the one that did the trick. And then I wanted, since I kind of like writing psychological thrillers now, and I really want to raise the stakes of the story. So I had to think, okay, who would the candidates be? So that's when I thought of death row prisoners. But then the zodiac signs kept coming into my head. So I said, okay, we'll leave their identity and they would be addressed by the zodiac sign. So it's very unique, very different. A thriller at the same time futuristic, maybe because they're using the virtual reality program, and that's it. I just wanted, and my characters just took me to
Yeah, came to
the
life.
direction where I am. Yeah, because I'm usually a pantser, right? I don't outline. I just allow the story to unfold and the characters to speak to me. So it just coincided together that they all integrated everything together. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, do you storyboard, or like this is your character, and so that you know where each one is at this, particular moment?
I do character sketches, so I have to write like their traits, their fears, their dreams, their quirks, everything. So that way we're consistent, and there has to be a character arc. Like your character has to grow. You can't have them one dimensional. They have to develop. Yeah, so I do character sketches. Um, I don't do outlines for the story, but then when I'm done with the book, that's when I do like a chapter outline. So that way, if somebody asks for a synopsis or that, I have a very detailed chapter outline.
How long did your novel
Yeah.
take beginning to?
This one, wow, I just kept writing and writing because I would write till the wee hours of the morning, like because I usually write every day.
Yeah.
Aside from writing novels, I also write other like business stuff. But this is when I write like late at night when everybody's sleeping. So it took me for the first draft like around a month, would you believe? This was like really fast, a month, and then I had to put it aside before rewriting again, taking down notes and editing it, and then before submitting it to my editor. So yeah, first draft was like a month.
Wow, that is so wonderful. And it's one of the best-selling latest novels on Amazon, right?
That's right. Yeah, thank for the thriller category. I'm hoping it would reach the overall top 100, like similar to my other books.
Yes, yes. It will, because they know Geraldine Solon. In that case, now we can, introduce the viewers to your other books, your other,
Yes, yeah. So I have 13 books
yeah,
and I write all genres already. I started writing romance
yeah.
because at that time, usually you have to box yourself. But then I wanted to go mainstream. So I also write mystery, thrillers, suspense, fantasy, women's fiction. Yeah, so different books. Yeah.
Like your debut novel was, is this Love Letters?
Love
It's
letters. Yes. Yeah. It
romantic.
was very romance, very sweet, happy ending type. And
Yeah.
then later on, I just wanted to venture and step out of my comfort zone to see and push myself because I didn't want to write just what I knew. I want to write something that I don't know, I'm not aware about, or something I'm scared of, or, things like that.
You also have your book, your novels translated in various languages. So how many
That's right.
already? How many languages already?
7 languages already. Yeah, Spanish, German, Portuguese, Italian, Dutch. What else? Trying to think, but
Yeah.
African, and yeah, but seven languages. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and I remember last time, we were talking about perhaps one of your stories is ready for like a movie or something.
Yes, yes. In fact, I went to the Venice International Film Festival because my novel Indigo is going to be adapted into film, but we're still in the development stage wherein they have to source some funding and um, acquire an executive producer and all that. So we're still in that stage. But my talent manager is based in Switzerland. And so we met there in Venice so we could really meet face to face and discuss the project of Indigo. Yeah.
Yeah, that is exciting. It does take time, because I've read somewhere before where some authors, it's like sometimes 13 years before their pet project becomes, this huge movie. And so
That's right. That's right. And sometimes it doesn't push through. That happened with me with my first novel, Love Letters.
yeah.
The director, the producer was already filming a few scenes, but then something happened. Her husband died, and she didn't. It didn't materialize anymore. And I had another book. There was another producer who was also interested, but then it fizzled out. So hopefully this one will push through
Yeah.
and give birth to more books
Yeah.
because I also want to transition to that to film. I mean, it's like it's the same medium, you're basically entertaining and inspiring and just using different avenues to be able to reach your audience.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, like the world really is your oyster. You can do anything you want to do. And
That's right.
since you've got bestsellers, the next step would be really to bring it into film so that people can see it, reach more people
Right.
too.
That's right.
Yeah. So, after this, do you have to take the book out onto like a publicity tour?
Right now, I do like a lot of virtual tours. I'm gonna have a book signing here in the Philippines, where I'm based, in August, and then usually you really have to market your book because you can't just write and publish it and then you don't market it. How will people hear? Right now, there are like 30 million books on Amazon alone.
Yeah.
How's your book gonna stand out if they won't be aware of it? You really have to be active in social media, active in the writing community, connect with readers. It's all about building relationships,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I think the
And
book.
for me, it's like being sustainable. My goal is to release a book at least every year. That way I still show that I'm sustainable. I
Yeah.
am in this for the long haul. This is my career. And I love what I do. I don't just write for a living. I live to write.
Yes, yes. I was actually, your caption um on your social media. I love it.
Yeah. Write anywhere, write everywhere.
Yes,
I just live
yes.
to
I
write.
love it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love how you drew that. The
I had the logo made. It was like an infinity symbol, but with
yeah.
a pencil.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
because of
love
my
it.
concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, I mean, writing, you can write anywhere and everywhere, as long as you have a laptop with you or even a notebook. If you write longhand, you can write anywhere. You can gain inspiration. You don't have to be in your office or in your bedroom all the time. I usually go out. I'm an island girl. I love going to the beach. I love water. I love sunshine. So whenever I'm there, I always acquire inspiration. I write. There's no limits, it's like a playground, especially considering that I write fiction. So I'm free to write anything. It's like my playground. And I mean, it's basically your creative expression. Like you sing, that's your creative expression. People paint, I write.
Yes.
And it's also you discover a lot of things about yourself. Like every time I'm writing, especially when I think about what my characters would do and I push them to the limits, I always ask myself, what would I do? And I get to learn more things about myself. And when I read my novels, I'm like, did I really write that?
I'm familiar with writing songs and writing music and arranging, but a story, uh, and a novel with a twist and turns. It's like, how do you do it?
I have a wild imagination.
Yeah.
But like
And
usually inspiration comes to me in different forms. It can be a theme. It can be even an image, like the cover of the book that I see already before the story unfolds. It can be a character, it can be a scene, or it can be the story. So I let it brew first because sometimes there's so many things that come into my head and then it doesn't manifest. But then when the characters start talking to me and it starts to unfold and I see it in my head, then I know it should be a story, it should be a book.
after this, what do you think would be another storyline for you?
I'm writing something now involving memory. So I don't know yet if I'm gonna make it like a love story or a psychological thriller or something. So it has to do with memory. I don't want to give it away yet because if I give it away, if I tell people what I'm writing, then it kind of taints my idea. So I don't even tell them what I'm writing until I've completed the book. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of superstitious in that, you know.
Of all the books that you've written, what is the closest to your heart? Like really?
Mm. That's a tough question because all of them are my babies.
Yeah.
I guess the one that I wrote now, so it's always the latest one that you write. But
Mm,
I have a lot of favorites. Like Love Letters is my favorite. The Assignment is also my favorite. 30 Days of Red. Um, and then this later Indigo, and then this latest one. But usually it's always the latest one
yeah.
because that's when I really have to promote. So I really have to immerse myself in the whole story and the book and the characters.
How have you evolved as a writer?
Well, I don't just write novels. I'm also a screenwriter. I took up continuing studies in Stanford University, but I'm still a rookie, so I'm not so confident with that because it's different. It's a different way of writing. You know, it's more visual compared to writing a novel. You can really put in your thoughts, your emotions. With screenplays, you have to show. You really have to show. You can't put in the character's thoughts. Aside from that, I write a lot of things. I write magazine articles, blogs. I also write product descriptions, content for websites. I edit. Aside from writing, I also edit um, different people's work. I write resumes, and yeah, so it's
Yeah.
all involving writing. Yeah, but of course, the business side of writing is more technical compared to the I prefer to write novels and screenplays because they're more emotional, you know.
Yeah.
With the business side, it's different. You're using more of your brain. It's more technical.
So you're using, as you write, you're using both left brain and right brain.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Your total balance.
That's right.
Have you noticed the different styles of writing when you are based in the US versus based in the Philippines at the moment?
Well, you really evolve as a writer. You really grow, and you use different methods. Like you can use third person point of view, first person point of view. Your voice can be different. Your style depend. It really depends on how you want to portray your characters. If it's a sweet romance, and your writing will be quite light. So I like to call myself a versatile writer because I can write in different genres already based
Yes.
on that. So yeah.
What kind of advice would you give to someone starting out, trying to write?
There's a difference between art and craft. Art is your raw talent, and craft is when you keep practicing and improving your skill. So if you're in it for the long haul, don't just rely on your art. Keep learning, keep studying, connect with people, and immerse yourself in that, and never give up. Never give up, because it's one for me. It's one of the greatest professions next to motherhood. Maybe I'm biased, but for me, it's one of the greatest professions because you can be anywhere and everywhere to
Yeah,
do it.
totally, totally. Well, thank you so much again for
Thank you
being
so much, Vilma.
totally.
So
I
happy.
appreciate you. And I don't get to comment so much on your post, but every time I see something, I'm going, wow, I'm just happy to see you happy and succeeding.
Thank you so much. Likewise, the same with you. I'm so proud of you with your career. It's
Yeah,
amazing. It's been so long since we've connected, and you've grown so
thank
much.
you. We met in the Bay Area when you were doing a TV interview.
That's right. That's right. That was the heart of Silicon Valley, right? I
Yes,
remember.
out of Silicon
Yeah.
Valley. And then since then, you've moved back to the Philippines and I moved to LA. It's like, wow, and then we
Yes.
connected again.
I know the power of social media. And I hope this won't be the last time.
Yeah, I
Right?
follow you actually. Yeah. Can we tell our viewers your social media handles and where they can find you?
Sure, sure. They can find me on Facebook,
Mhm.
Instagram, Twitter, and my website, geraldinesalon.com.
Yes, geraldinesalon.com. So simple but powerful.
Thank you so much, Vilma.
Thank you. thank you so much for being with me on Vilma, live in LA. And thank you to our guest, international best-selling author, Geraldine Solon. Yay! And yeah, check out all of her books, okay? So, from my heart to yours, always giving you a whole lot of things. Thank you and see you soon.